So let's talk about what's been on everyone's, because this is one, we've been putting up shorts, and one of our most popular ones is on this subject. And so I need to follow up.
Talk to me.
Are you interested in a very large cat wheel?
I got pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up. Let's roll sound. Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Asham. Take 2. Mark.
Set up. Ready, set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What's up? David, I think today's the day we implement your new nickname.
Yeah.
David, luckiest man on the face of the earth, Moulton.
Clearly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Clearly.
if you could hear the stories that David shares, it's like one after another. It's like, well, I went to the eye doctor and they gave me the wrong prescription. And then I went back and they gave me the other one. And that turned out to be wrong too. And then I went to this one and then I was blind. And then my eyes fell out. So I had to pick them up and drive them to JCPenney. Go to the eye doctor.
Yeah. That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
But hopefully when I get my new
Yeah.
third time's the charm glasses this week.
Right.
Hopefully. unless they did like they did last time and they come on Friday and the place is closed middle of the day on Friday.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So David, how has it been going? We last week, I don't know if you remember. Last week we did the first ever video podcast.
Really?
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
How has it been for you?
Some would say the fame has gone to my head. And others have just not realized it yet. Yeah.
And what did Shady Lady have to say about this? Shady Lady, why have you not written in?
Yeah.
Podcast at penncinema.com.
She said, you'll have to show me how to subscribe to things on YouTube.
Oh my God.
And I said, I know you know how. And she said, no, I don't. I can't figure it out.
What does Shady Lady subscribe to? Like how to build sheds?
No, I think she watches like John Oliver This Week Tonight or whatever his show is.
Oh yeah. Last week tonight.
Yeah, they put clips on the YouTube. If you're familiar.
Well.
Yeah. It ain't easy being green.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
You went out of the country.
I've 2 words for you. Yeah. Vaya con Dios, mi amigos.
Wow, that sounds like more than 2 words. But since I don't know Spanish.
Right. Since the last time I saw you, David, I was a guy who had not been to Mexico.
What?
And since then, I am now a guy who's been to Mexico. I don't know if you can tell the difference if you recognize me or if I look different.
Yeah, both are extremes.
Right. Right. Well, my grandfather always said there's 2 types of people in the
world. Those who have been to Mexico and those who have not been to Mexico.
Right, exactly. And I'm pleased to report that I'm now in the latter category.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had a great time. We took a very quick, midwinter break.
Yeah. Wink.
Now playing at Penn Cinema. We just popped down to Cancun and sat in the sun for 2 days straight and then got back on the plane and came home.
Yeah, here I thought you were leaving on Thursday. You were already there on Wednesday.
David's trying to text me shit, and I'm like, babe, I'm in Mexico. Yeah. I don't really care about whatever you're asking me about.
I know, because my reply to your reply started with a joke and then a serious second sentence.
Right.
And I was like, there's no way he got to that second sentence. Like, I'm pretty sure he just clocked out.
Swipe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great on the phone now, because if you get a text, you just swipe it and just delete it.
It's just gone.
And it's like it never happened. Yeah.
There's no.
You don't have to go back later and tell anyone why you didn't reply to their text or anything.
There's no. I want to. Well,
okay.
I want to change the subject just a little bit because we all know that you're an international man.
Right. I am a man of international intrigue.
Yeah. So let's talk about what's been on everyone's, because this is one. We've been putting up shorts, and one of our most popular ones is on this subject, and so I need to follow up.
Talk to me.
Are you interested in a very large cat wheel?
Do you have one to get rid of?
I just so am in the market to get rid of one.
Yeah. So I shared the link to Penn Cinema Podcast with a number of studio executives.
How many mistakes were made?
I got I got to rethink my decision making.
Yeah, clearly.
So one of them wrote back something about, I thought this was a movie podcast. All I see is some guy talking about his cat wheel. And I was like, you know what? Don't bother. Like, this isn't for you.
We clearly didn't watch the episode. You just watched the short.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And also, like, there's people. So the Penn Cinema podcast is a lot like black licorice. To borrow a phrase from the late, great Jerry Garcia. Jerry always said the Grateful Dead are like black licorice.
Yeah.
The Penn Cinema podcast is a lot like black licorice. Not everybody likes it, but the people who like it really like it. And I think that's how it is. So when this guy wrote me back some snarky comment about Cat Wheel, I was like, you know what? I don't think you like black licorice. I don't think this is the show for you.
Can you tell me, was he named after an ice cream?
No. What are you talking about?
Jerry Garcia wasn't named after the Cherry Garcia ice cream? That's
Who
weird.
did you share the link with?
Facebook peoples.
Okay.
And I got told by several people, I don't know how I feel about seeing you all over the place. You're going to be sharing it. Penn Cinema's going to be sharing it. And then the Penn Cinema podcast will be sharing it. I'm going to have to unfollow somebody.
We're going to have to unfollow somebody. That's a great line. That would be like a great line for a movie trailer.
Yeah.
He's going to unfollow somebody.
That came from the Coldplay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well,
It's too much.
Coldplay has to see you every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's understandable.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of David Moulton in your
Yeah,
life.
I get it. I was like, you could just not watch them. And he's like, ugh.
All right, David,
Anyway.
you got some hard-hitting news for us, some journalism?
Well, if you want to call it journalism,
Okay.
it definitely is. And that would be a major rumor.
Should we do minor rumors first?
Can we do a B flat rumor first?
Sure. There you go.
All right.
All right, you got the major.
All right. So there's a big rumor swirling.
A major rumor.
A major rumor. As someone called
David,
it.
I told you we're sticking with minor and major.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
General rumor.
Major.
Oh, sorry.
Major.
Lieutenant Major.
You got there. Good. Okay.
All right. Chloe Zhao is being approached, supposedly, allegedly, to write and direct Mission Impossible 9, starring Mr. Career One Foot in the Grave, Tom Cruise.
What did we just see that Chloe Zhao did?
Why do you ask questions you know we can't answer?
And what's her famous? I know two movies that she did. The one is like her most famous, and the other one I just saw and really liked. And now you're telling me that she's going to write and direct and star in Mission Impossible 9 as Tom Cruise's love interest.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, she's going to be revealed to be the new Bond.
Yeah.
Chloe's, you heard it here first, folks. Chloe Zhao is the new Bond girl.
We did watch something that she just recently.
Yeah.
But she also did she did Nomadland.
Yeah.
And she did something right before that, but she also did Eternals, which was horrible.
Well, you said.
But I don't think that was her fault. I think that was what some people refer to as studio interference.
Oh. Tell us about Tom Cruise.
Well,
and enough with the snarky stuff. We get that he's old.
Yeah. 8 was supposed to be the end.
It was the big farewell.
Yeah.
And remember in the trailer, he was like, trust me, one last time.
Yeah. This is it. And so
Yeah.
now they're like, it's not even been a year.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what if we did one more? Yeah.
I think you know what I hate about this? I hate about it that I would definitely watch it and be psyched for
As
it.
soon as this trailer comes out, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, David, did Mission Impossible 9? Can you believe it? And Tom Cruise is back. Yeah. Can't believe it. He's the best in the world. He's done it all. But I'm telling you, I think Mission Impossible can continue. It just needs a new star.
Hamnet.
That's what it was.
Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Yeah.
Loved Hamnet.
Right. I wonder, podcast at penncinema.com, if you were screaming Hamnet into your radio or your YouTube.
Yeah. Into your YouTube. Into it. Yeah.
Hamnet, you moron.
Yeah. That's a number one reply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's only real big news this week.
What I hate about this news, to repeat myself, but what I hate about this news is that I will definitely be psyched to see the new Tom Cruise movie.
Yes. Yeah. And I will totally buy the bait as well.
Now, would you... Okay, kidding aside.
I really didn't like the last two, I just want to say.
I loved the last two.
You mean the part where Indiana Jones was on the train?
He was on the train.
Yeah.
That was so
That
cool.
was the best part
the
of Mission
crossover.
Impossible. Yeah.
When Dr. Jones showed up in Mission Impossible, that was legit.
I will never let you live that down. You got the 2 movies.
That was lit.
Yeah. So lit.
So lit,
They
brah.
they were cooking.
David,
Yeah.
what if Chloe Zhao writes a new Mission Impossible 9 and it stars like,
Jason.
I don't know who it would star. Not Jason Statham, somebody good. And then
Okay.
and then Tom Cruise's character is like Creed style.
Yeah, no, I'd be fine with that.
yeah.
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 I don't think that he doesn't have to be dead or whatever. I just don't need him to be the main dude anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
All right. Lucky 13. That's what's coming up next. 13 trailers.
Yeah. Well, why don't we exit the news section?
Please.
Oh! All right, we're on to trailers. There's 13 trailers.
13 of them.
Because I went on last night to work on notes and I saw the wonderful Penn Kitchen had already gotten started.
What's up?
And he was like, hey, look at these 9 trailers I found.
Yeah.
Like, surely that's enough.
That's gotta be
That's
plenty.
got to be all of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold your horses. I got more.
But I was really excited because, and our production crew can attest to this because they were in the office when I logged in and saw that you had added some more. And I literally said out loud, oh, thank God. David found some more shitty trailers to put on the trailer list.
Hey, we got to cover them. Who else is going to cover them?
Well, that's the issue, David. Maybe nobody should be covering some of these.
Well, come on.
Maybe we can leave them
No.
for dead.
No, first off, you had, of the 4, okay, I added 5. Of the 5, 3 of them
Okay, I
I think
added
are
6.
of the 5, 3 of them are like legit.
Okay, 7, but that's it.
Yeah. I would never.
No.
Never 8.
Right. No.
Maybe 9.
Okay, I will give you credit for I overlooked The Mandalorian and Grogu trailer 2.
The Mummy.
I'm scared to watch a Mummy.
Yeah.
I'm not
okay.
watching that.
Let's just get into it. I'm just saying that I will give you that 2 of them are what some would refer
Really?
to as doo-doo.
Really, only one of them was doo-doo.
Yeah, okay.
A Prayer for the Dying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start at the top with Penn's second week in a row trailer of the week. As usual, David will be wrong and pick something else, but the correct trailer of the week this week is Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man from Netflix, comes out in March, and they dropped official trailer 2, which reveals a little bit more of the plot. And basically the idea is, like all good Godfather movies, like all good organized crime movies, there's some regret from the main character who thought he was out, and then they bring him back in. Yeah. So Tommy Shelby thought he was out, and then they bring him back in because apparently, you tell me if I'm following this correctly, apparently he has to get involved with the Secret Service to save Britain. Not the Secret Service, whatever their version, the MI5 or something. I don't know if that existed in 1912, but they somehow have to fight the war and save Britain from some awful thing. Is that about right?
There's something with the war.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were getting with them as much as I noted that Barry Cogan, somebody was like, do you want to betray the country?
That's Tommy's son. That's Tommy Shelby's son.
Yeah, apparently. I'm shocked.
Oh my God, this movie is going to be so
shocked.
freaking good.
I mean, Rebecca Ferguson's in it, so
So is this your trailer of the week, or are you going to be wrong again?
I don't care anything about this.
So you're going to be wrong again.
I'm not saying that it looks bad. It's just I have trouble carrying it
Yeah.
I just don't know what's going on. And it's clearly made for people who know what's going on.
I think this,
I am nothing if not a man who doesn't know what's going on.
this is the week where I take over the editing responsibilities and make all the shorts. And I already know the first short I'm going to make is just it's going to be like this long, and it's going to be a clip of you going, I
don't know anything.
I have trouble carrying.
You can put anything
All right,
before it.
I have
right?
trouble carrying.
Yeah. It's true. Next up, we have Toy Story 5.
This just in.
Yeah.
This trailer for Toy Story 5, which comes out this summer in June, we have a guest trailer reviewer. the lovely Dr. Amy Ketchum reviewed
Yeah.
this trailer on behalf of the show. I was like, you know what, Amy, I don't feel like watching this trailer. Can you check it out and tell me what you think? Amy watched this trailer. Now, as you know, Amy is an early childhood development expert. She's the chief learning officer for this new company. And she's a doctor.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's the best.
Yeah.
And she watched this trailer for Toy Story 5 and said it was her trailer of the week because
It was the only trailer that she watched.
A, it was the only trailer she watched. And 2, because the bad guy in this movie is like, or in this trailer is like the AI toy.
Technology.
And Amy's all about like playing with blocks and using your, like kids need to play with their
I
imagination.
thought just in general she was about playing with.
Well, she is. That
herself.
too. Right. And right, we have a lot of blocks around the house.
You're like, honey, you can watch TV.
Right.
She's like, no.
I'm building a castle. Look at my fort.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then little 6-year-old Penn comes along with some rubbing alcohol and sets the fort on fire.
Yes.
So that's how it goes at the Ketchum house.
Wow.
All right, next, so Toy Story 5. Do you have anything to say about this?
There are a couple things. I think it looks good. I'll totally watch it.
Right.
It also looks like we've been down the same storyline before. Just new parameters.
Here's my fear. Right, I agree.
Everyone, not,
Right,
not
I
everyone,
know.
but like that was the thing with Buzz. Is Buzz
Right.
was the new
Right.
tech toy. And so it's like, well, how long until the iPad toy becomes their new friend?
Well, I don't think it's gonna, because the iPad toy is a bad guy.
Yeah, but
Here's my thing about this. I worry, I don't want it to become preachy. Like this primary thing needs to be a good, funny movie. Like we get it, but I hope the preaching is subtle.
yeah, I don't know. I like it looks fun. The kids are gonna love it. I'll probably be like, yeah, it was fine. But it's again, just like with Mission Impossible, Toy Story felt like it ended 2 movies ago. And then the last movie felt like, okay, well, I guess now this is the ending. But now here we are again. It's like, all right. Well,
Maybe Chloe Zhao is going to direct this one.
one can only hope.
Right.
But
Next
Woody's
up-
bald.
I don't like that either because he's a doll. He's not. Remember a few episodes, Frodo confirmed for us that we were correctly using the very big word anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
Right. And then we all spent this time like looking it up and making sure we use it correctly. So I think we can say that anthropomorphic dolls should not get bald.
Well, I think it's supposed
They can be worn.
Yeah, it's just a worn spot
Is it?
on his head. Yeah.
Is it, David?
And then the one's like, somebody needs a marker.
Right. Somebody needs a marker. Okay, I get it. Next up, we have a really good trailer. I thought this looked like fun. It's from the Independent Film Company, a.k.a. IFC. The movie is called Over Your Dead Body.
This is my trailer of the week.
This is a good... I'm surprised by that, but
Directed by
you're not crazy.
Yorma from The Lonely Island.
From Yorma.
Yorma is his name.
Okay.
Yeah. As opposed to The Naked Gun, which was directed by Akiva
Okay.
from The Lonely Island. So,
Over Your Dead Body stars Samara Weaving and Jason Segel, and it comes out the end of April. And the premise is this couple goes away together to like salvage their marriage or like rekindle their romance or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And they each hatch a plan to kill each other.
Well-
it looks a little bit like War of the Roses.
yeah, it looks like the husband planned to kill the wife, and she finds out and decides to kill him instead.
Right.
And the trailer is all based around the when they confront each other, the initial confrontation.
Right.
It looks funny. You know, Yorma's a funny guy. I'm sure it's going to be hilarioso, as they say.
Muy hilarioso.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, I would.
Next up, we have a movie from Sight and Sound called A Great Awakening.
That's what our listeners do when the show's over.
Yeah, they're like, oh my gosh.
Thank God it's
That was
over.
a nap. This is about who is it? And Ben Franklin and somebody.
It's about Ben.
and a pastor, right?
Right. It's about the great scientist, one of the great American scientists, Ben Franklin, and his pastor friend. And they're yin-yang relationship as a man of faith and a man of science, and they sort of become the two best friends. I am just beside myself with enthusiasm for this. This is from our friends at Sight and Sound. They got Roadside Attractions to do the distribution. There's a huge standee of it downstairs in our lobby. It comes out the same weekend as Super Mario Brothers. So it'll be really interesting to see, those two titles go head to head in Lidditz.
So do you think they're going to touch on all of the mistresses that Ben Franklin had? And
I don't think I care for your tone.
All the promiscuous women he slept around with in France?
Are you sure that's true?
Yeah.
Or are you thinking of Thomas Jefferson?
No, I'm thinking of Ben Franklin. All right. Speaking of pressure,
go on.
Next movie we have here is Pressure, which is a World War II movie about the stuff leading up to D-Day and how crazy hazy it was.
It stars Brendan Fraser and what's his face, Andrew Scott. It looks great.
Yeah, I think it looks really well made. Brendan Fraser's great. The other guy is also great. I can't remember.
Andrew Scott.
Yeah, he was Tony Stark's dad in the one movie.
What's interesting to me about this movie is that it comes out May 29th from Focus Features. May 29th is like prime time. I mean, I think it's right after Memorial Day weekend, but it's still like that's a big weekend. Like Focus must think this movie's going to do some serious business if they're putting it in that weekend slot.
You know what I would like to see from one of these movies? This kind of advertising everything, and then just change up the ending. Because it's all about, like, can they pull D-Day off if it snows or rains or whatever it's going to do.
But we know that D-Day happens, but we don't, and we know what date.
What if in this movie, they're like, it didn't work. That's just the end of the movie. Like, the storm came. Dang it.
There's no room for joy in your life.
I just want a little mystery.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I actually thought about that when I was watching this trailer. So we all know, those of you who listened in middle school know the date of D-Day. What is it, like June 7th or 6th or?
It's on the calendar.
Okay, it's on the calendar. So we all know the date. But what we don't know, what I would reckon most people don't know, is whether it was on a Monday or Tuesday. And so in this movie, they're talking about, are we going Monday or are we going Tuesday? Like at the beginning of the movie, the proposed date is revealed to be on a Monday. So we as the audience don't know if that's the day it ends up or not.
Yeah.
So even though it's kind of like you're kind of being like the people who are like, oh, I didn't watch Titanic because I knew how it ended. Which was probably exactly what you said in the 90s.
I've never seen Titanic.
Oh, that's right. Because
so I don't know how it ends.
But you probably said because I know how it ends.
Yeah, I was like, I bet you the guy can't fit on the door and he drowns.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah. And you probably said it exactly like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you think of my theory? Like that's how they keep the audience in the
What day is it going to be?
Because you know what calendar date it is, but nobody knows if it was a Monday or Tuesday. So at the beginning, they say the plan is to go Monday. You don't know if that's where they ended up going or not. So throughout the movie, you don't know if they push it or not.
This looks great. I mean, it looks high drama.
And it goes to the oft-made comment that they will never run out of story ideas from World War II.
Right.
I mean, rightly so. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have a movie called Is God Is, which is based on a novel or a play of the same name coming to us from from our friends at Amazon/MGM. This movie looks pretty wild. I think I will watch it. But basically there's this awful abusive father who tries to burn his wife to death and sets his wife, and somehow I don't know if it's the daughter or if the daughter like burns herself saving the wife or like what happens, but fast forward, there's a woman covered in burns and two sisters, one of whom is covered in burns. And like many years later, the mom like reaches out to the sisters, which apparently is the first time in many, many years. They go to see the mom and the mom's like, you got to go kill dad.
Well, they thought she was dead.
They thought she was dead, something along those lines. And they were like, so the whole movie is like them trying to track down this awful guy who the trailer refers to as the monster, played by, what's his face?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I knew who you're talking
right.
about.
Penn Cinema Podcast for all your hard-hitting movie
Games
news.
and facts.
Right. Anyway, I don't know. You could call this movie the Daddy Revenge Tour. Looks pretty wild. Looks pretty bloody and gory and intense.
Yeah, it looks like kind of comical at the beginning, but then it's very clearly gets...
Yeah, I don't think it's intended to be comical.
I would watch it.
Sure.
Yeah. Next up is a movie I would never watch. Tommy. Tell us about Tommy, because this looked like audiovisual vomit that I would not be able to process.
But how do you really feel?
It like the trailer made me angry that I was watching it.
Now you know how our listeners feel
About watching us.
Have you ever seen Clockwork Orange?
No, I hadn't.
Okay, keep it that way.
Yeah.
Now, people like Clockwork Orange, and there's probably people in the room, people who are listening, who are like, Clockwork Orange is one of the best, most original, creative, groundbreaking, cutting-edge cinematic masterpieces of all time. People, especially film majors, love to talk about Clockwork Orange. It has a weird 70s vibe. And this trailer for Tommy reminded me exactly of that. And I agree with you. I don't really want to see this. The Who is... So Tommy is a rock opera performed by The Who. And basically, it came out in the 70s. This is not fact. This is Penn's snarky opinion. Okay? Are you ready? Right. I think it came out as an indulgent ego, like, what do they call it? Passion project. Like somebody, because The Who was so well respected, and they are, one of the best rock and roll bands of all time. But just because you're the best rock and roll band of all time does not mean that you should be making movies. And somebody allowed them to make this movie, and Roger Daltrey played the lead. I think that's Roger Daltrey played the lead. And I don't want to see it, but I guarantee it's going to sell a shit ton of tickets.
Really?
Yes. The Who. It's The Who, and it's Tommy. Tommy is the most famous rock opera. Period. Hard stop.
I've literally never heard of this before.
Right. You wore a suit and carried a briefcase to school, right? Right.
Yeah. I hung out with the punk kids.
Right.
The rockers.
Right.
I was my own kind of punk. You wouldn't understand because you didn't have a suit.
That's true.
You want me to take the next one?
Please.
Normal.
Now, we talked about this once already.
Yeah, but this is a new trailer.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And it's Bob Odenkirk is
He's one of your favorites.
Yeah, he's a good goody two shoe, and he gets a job as a cop in this small town called Normal. And I think what I'm getting from what we're seeing is that Normal is a town where ex-cons or spies. Or
everybody is armed to the teeth.
Or hitmen, like they all go to like retire,
right?
And so there's this like because they raise like an insane amount of money for something,
right?
Because they're all thieves and have way more money than they should, and then stuff goes down and the whole town like turns against him. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm
down.
we're
big Bob Odenkirk fans.
Yeah, and this happened to me one time,
so you can relate.
I'm like. This makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah. So Normal's definitely on my list.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have the worst trailer of the week called A Prayer for the Dying, starring John C. Reilly and Johnny Flynn. This piece of trash looks like not great.
What is it about?
It is about the bubonic plague, some kind of contagious plague that like strikes the Midwest during like the olden days, and they have to like rope off this town because everybody's sick and dying. But then there's like maggots.
Yeah, the bubonic plague, famous for ravaging Europe,
right,
in the medieval times,
right,
is taking place in the Midwest during
like
cowboy western times.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know. You weren't there.
You're right. I wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't. I hadn't thought about that beforehand.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, David, Mr. Smarty Pants.
I just give me a hard time.
Save David, Mr. Smarty Pants. What is it about?
It's exactly that. John C. Reilly is a doctor, and the other guy is the pastor.
We must save everybody.
Yeah. And he's like, COVID is here. Everyone stay in their house.
Right.
And then
So what
everyone's
plague?
like, "You
What
can't
plague
tell
was
us
it?
what to do."
What plague was it?
I don't know. It's probably like measles, chicken.
No, they named it in the trailer.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Don't expect me to know that kind of stuff.
And oh my God! All right, listen.
It was the bubonic plague.
Listen, if they said bubonic plague in the
Yeah.
trailer and you
Yeah.
give me all that shit, we're done.
Should we look it up?
No, I don't want to be
I
done,
don't wanna
David.
be done. We just got all this
Right.
equipment.
All right. Next up, we have a pretty legit looking trailer for a movie called The Beast. You've seen this movie before when it was called Rocky.
Yeah.
You saw it when it was called Warrior. We've seen this movie before, but that doesn't bother me. This is a classic pizza movie. For those of you who are new to the show, pizza movie is what we call a movie that, well, you have your thumbs out and you're reviewing all these fancy movies. And then a movie comes along and you have to put your thumb away and you have to like settle down and just, let all the hot air out of your big fat head and then go on with your life, because a pizza movie is a movie that you've already seen before, but you're excited to see again. It's kind of like pizza. You've had pizza before, but you're always excited to have it again.
I have.
Yeah. So the movie is called Beast.
Yeah.
And it's some kind of UFC fighting, the father, and there's a coach, and there's a guy, and he's an underdog, and blah, blah, blah. It opens April 10th. I'll definitely watch this. The guy has to, he gets a training montage. Nobody loves anything more than a training montage.
See, I would have said this was the worst trailer of the week.
But it had a training montage.
That's true, but only because it's the one that I don't think I would feel the most uncomfortable watching.
Doesn't it make you want to go work out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly,
Right.
so many things do.
Right. That makes two of us. All right.
Next up, we have a movie called Slanted, starring McKenna Grace. This is like they call it Mean Girls mixed with The Substance,
Right.
and it looks like it's going to press buttons.
I was uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, it presses buttons.
It might, and that might be what makes or breaks it.
Right.
If it presses buttons in the way that people are like, oh man, it really like broke some barriers and pointed some stuff out, it could do really well. But if it pushes the buttons and people are like, oh, I'm just really uncomfortable, and not in the way that I learned something.
Here's my prediction. My prediction is that people are going to recognize this movie for raising issues and raising awareness and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like it's not going to do great commercially because it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah. So the movie's called Slanted. It stars McKenna Grace, and I don't know if they mentioned the other girl's name, but it starts off with an Asian girl who is competing with the white girls for
Prom queen.
And then there is a company that can whitewash you, basically, make you white.
Which this is the part that reminds you of The Substance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like there's some body horror too, because she's
Yeah.
like, I don't know if her eyes are starting to slant or something, and she's like trying to tape them so they don't.
It's kind of like when you went to the eye doctor and your eyes fell out.
Yeah.
I like that scene
during
was
my
in
third
there.
prescription.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it looks like there's some definite like body horror
Yeah.
going on. I don't know if I can handle it.
I can't.
I couldn't watch. I know you watched The Substance.
I did.
And I just could never.
But in
Get
fairness,
myself
I
to
watched
do
The
it.
Substance like this.
Just one eye through. Yeah.
That was the end of The Substance. The last 20 minutes of The Substance was hard to watch. Hard to watch.
That's
And
what
I
I heard.
remember when a lot of, like, that was my line. When people came out to the lobby after having watched The Substance, my line was, were you able to watch all of it? Did you keep your eyes open the whole time?
I didn't even try.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have, this was not my trailer of the week, but this was a great trailer.
It is a good trailer.
I'm really excited for this movie. We're talking about The Mandalorian and Grogu, and this week we have trailer number 2. Mandalorian opens on May 22nd. Good solid week. I think that's Memorial Day weekend.
I think it looks good. It's hitting all the notes. It definitely it has a lot of the things that people have been wanting from Star Wars, you know, like animatronics and not a story that's based around the Skywalker family, etc. I think this movie will die on the hill of whether or not you have to have seen a tremendous amount of the show to understand what's going on. I don't know. I think it looks good. At the same time, it also doesn't look like a theater movie to me, and maybe that's because I've gotten used to The Mandalorian being on the small screen.
Yeah.
But I do like how he's talking about, like, he says how Grogu will live for centuries past him, and like he's not always going to be around.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I like that they're hopefully starting to get him out of the like baby phase.
Yeah,
because he's already like 100 years old or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I was entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, the movie that Penn and I both closed our eyes for.
Even the trailer, I closed my eyes.
Yeah. We're talking The Mummy, which comes out April 16th from Warner Brothers. And, yeah, it looks scary. So we got a little bit more about it. Little girl goes missing for
700 years.
No, 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah.
Not 700 years.
No, she's in the sarcophagus for 700 years.
Well, the sarcophagus is centuries old, but she's been missing for 6 months.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and they're like, how and why and
so
whatever.
How did she end up in the sarcophagus?
Yeah, and so she's like, I'm possessed or dead or something. Like, I'm gonna kill my grandma and like control.
Don't worry, Grandma. It's fun being dead.
Yeah, it's. I don't know, man.
0% chance that I watch this movie. I think it's going to be a big hit. The Mummy opens on April 16th.
I think it's going to be a hit.
Warner Brothers knows how to blow out movies in a good way. I mean, with their marketing and their promotions. Yeah. And I mean, my only concern about this movie is I haven't seen. This is the first we're seeing a trailer, and it opens in a month or a couple months.
We reviewed for it.
It is? The first one must have been like a teaser.
Yeah, that was the one you really liked. How it was like what happened to Kathy.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, oh, that's so great.
That's going to be great. I can't wait for this movie.
Yeah, and then proceeded to completely forget about it.
Retreat. Fall back. Yeah, I completely withdraw my previous comment.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a big hit. I think people are braver than us, and they're excited to see it.
I think it's part of their whole monster universe, which includes the Invisible Man, the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Did they do Frankenstein yet? I don't think so.
I wonder if there was anybody that was excited for the new Batman movie, and then they were disappointed because it was The Dark Knight. My all-time favorite trilogy, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, is the best trilogy of all time. But like I'm saying, we're reacting to The Mummy. Like when you said it's part of their monster series, like when you say, like I'm thinking like a chocolatey cereal. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like the Ghost and the Mummy, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Like pour some milk on it, some Saturday morning cartoons, and let's eat.
And not the Universal monster movies.
And yes, definitely not the Universal monster movies. But if you're going to make Universal monster movies, I'm thinking like fun. Oh, I'm thinking like chocolatey cereal and a good time.
They were never fun.
I'm not talking about like closing my eyes.
Yeah, but if you go back and watch those movies, they were never fun. They were just.
Why do I need to watch the movies when I got Cocoa Puffs? What is it? It's not Cocoa Puffs. Right. It's not Cocoa Puffs. What is it? I should know my cereals.
Man, I don't know. It's Boo Berry.
Yeah, Boo Berry.
Frankenberry.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah, chocolate.
What is it?
Chocolate stuff.
Yeah.
Count Chocula.
Count Chocula. That's the one. Oh man, that's good stuff.
And there's one more. Blueberry, Frankenberry.
Lucky Charms. That's the one. Anyway. All right. So my trailer of the week, the correct trailer of the week this week is Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, which opens in March. I think it's March 6th. There are no Thursday previews for Peaky Blinders. That shit opens on Friday, and the first show times are Friday.
Interesting.
Boom, chakalaka-laka.
Yeah.
So the correct trailer of the week this week is Peaky Blinders, and David's wrong trailer of the week is Over Your Dead Body.
Wow. So refreshing.
It's like a seventh inning stretch. Like it just feels so nice. It just feels like happiness.
Trailers,
Right. Lucky 13.
Yeah.
David, there
Friday the 13th.
was a little confusion this week. Because you sent me a text saying there's no show times for How to Make a Killing.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, if your only window is tonight, let's watch Midwinter Break. And then you said something, and I didn't pay attention. And I went through the rest of the week thinking we were watching Midwinter Break.
Yeah.
So then I come in, because you had already used up your allotment of how many texts from you I would read.
Yeah. I knew. I was like, he didn't read that. I'm not going to bother him anymore. He's in Mexico. He can't. And then I thought, should I message Drew? And then I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's not that important.
Right.
But
So anyway, I come in this morning to watch Midwinter Break.
yeah.
And Jason and I were working on some stuff with the booth, and we were kind of getting stuff coordinated.
Like a patty cake.
Yeah, exactly. Typical, normal, Foursquare, exactly, type of stuff.
Yeah.
What's that checker game where you drop four?
Foursquare.
No, that's Foursquare is the bounce. Connect Four. Playing around at Connect Four to get the day started. And anyway, I'm like, okay, well, I'll be in Theater 1 watching Midwinter Break for the show. And he's like, okay. And then he's like, I thought you guys were watching How to Make a Killing. And I thought to myself, oh, how impressive that he remembered from last week, what we were talking about.
Right.
And I said, well, we couldn't because David could only watch a movie on Thursday and we didn't have showtimes up or
I
something.
could never watch the movie on Thursday.
Right.
I was trying to plan my weekend.
Right. So Jason goes, well, I got him tickets to see How to Make a Killing. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And so then I was like, well, I guess that's what we're watching. Anyway, yada, yada, yada. I was in Theater 11 watching How to Make a Killing. So we're dialed in. This week we have a couple weeks. Last week we had 2 different movies, right? Wasn't that kind of thing? And I feel like that's happened a few different weeks this spring or this winter.
It's basically fall.
Right. So this year, this month,
Yeah.
today, this
Tomorrow.
afternoon,
Yeah.
tomorrow's yesterday, we have a dual joint review of How to Make a Killing starring
Who would have thought?
Glenn Powell
Colin Powell.
and Margaret Qualley
Yeah.
with an incredible cameo. I would call it a cameo. Who plays Ed Harris? Ed Harris plays the evil grandfather, and I think that the showdown between Glenn Powell and Ed Harris is the highlight of the whole movie. I think it's great. But anyway, so we watched this movie about this guy who's disowned from the family because his mother has a child out of wedlock. The father, thank God, conveniently dies immediately upon birth. I say thank God because it keeps the storyline clean.
Yeah.
Right. And then the mother eventually also dies from something weird. Anyway, so now this kid is like alone in the world, much like us, alone in the
Just
world.
like us.
Right.
Just like this
Exactly.
podcast.
Right. Exactly.
Alone
Trying
in
to
the world.
fend for itself.
Yeah.
But the catch, what makes the movie watchable, is that he stands to inherit like $18 billion. Right?
Yeah. Some crazy
Right.
amount of money.
So then this girl that he had a crush on since he was a little boy.
Well, the thing is, the inheritance goes to the next eldest person.
Right.
Whomever that shall be.
And there's 7 people ahead of him.
Right.
And so then he has a crush on this girl, as we saw in the trailer, and she says, call me when you've killed them all.
How old is Glenn Powell?
The actor?
Yeah.
30? I don't know. Why? What's your point?
I just felt like he was playing they made him a lot younger than what I thought was believable. Because he's supposed to be the youngest.
He's 37 in real life.
Okay.
I think he could play 27. He could pull that off.
I guess.
All right. So anyway, he stands to inherit this money, and he gets this idea that he can kill off the people in line ahead of him, and comedy ensues.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, does it by accident, then he's kind of smart about it, and he keeps getting away with it for some reason.
What do you think about this movie?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Me too.
It has a twist at the end that, while not like super substantial or anything, was entertaining enough that I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. That's kind of interesting.
Let's do spoilers.
Okay, spoilers.
All right, so spoiler alert.
Yeah.
the girlfriend that he tried to pursue, but then eventually kind of parted, didn't really see much. She's onto him the whole time.
Yeah.
Is that the twist that you're talking about?
No.
All right,
That seemed pretty obvious.
Yeah, so that's not really a twist. So we don't need to talk about the other twist because I agree. The other twist was even better.
Yeah.
But so that's not really a twist. That's more like just a plot element.
Yeah.
So she, sort of has the goods on him and hires somebody to follow him. So now she has proof that he did all these murders that he's been getting away with.
Right.
I thought that was a nice element. The twist towards the end was also awesome. I would say about this movie what we've said a number of times in our years of reviewing films. I would say that I'm not going to call up my guys and be like, hey, you got to get over to the theater and see this movie.
Right.
But if one of my buddies says, hey, I'm going to see a movie this week,
Yeah.
I would recommend this movie.
Yeah. When I walked out, I was like, I'd recommend this. That's what I said to my friend. I'd recommend this to somebody if they're looking.
This was a good movie. What's interesting is it's not doing well. Why, David? Why?
Because nobody knew it was playing until Friday afternoon?
No, I'm saying it's not doing well anywhere.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It got pretty bad reviews. Last week I saw it was, and I don't think it deserved. I thought it was fine. Like, it's not like, I'll agree it's not the greatest, smartest, like, heist type of movie ever, but, like, there was no point where I felt bored.
I have a hot take.
Yeah.
If our friends, and, all right, I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it. If our friends,
Don't say it.
Oh my God, I'm going to say it. Should I say it?
Yeah, I guess
All
you
right,
should say
I'm going to say it. If our friends at Sony or Paramount, like if a more commercial-oriented studio had distributed and marketed and supported this film, it would have done better.
Who put it out?
A24. A24 is known for a little bit more thoughtful, a little artsier, a little bit more, Oscar bait. The A24 audience is looking for quote unquote smart pictures, and they know how to reach their audience and they know how to promote their content. And what I would say is that if I watched this movie without knowing who released it, oh my God, I hope it's A24. I'm almost certain that it
Pretty
is.
sure it's A24.
If I watched this movie without knowing who released it, I would have said Sony or Paramount. Like, it's that kind of like fun, wild.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like an A24 movie.
Yeah.
One of the things I was talking about with my friend afterwards is that that was kind of an interesting thing is how, his whole thing is his mom says, don't stop until you're living the life you deserve, right? Or like go for what you feel that you want. And at the beginning of the movie, him and Margaret Qualley meet, and it's like he has nothing and sees her and thinks, this is what I've always this is what I always wanted.
Right.
She sees him in that moment. She sees him and thinks how she could be okay with having nothing and being with him.
I mean, that's the really interesting point that this movie makes.
But then what happens is their paths cross. Their lives take them into the thing that they thought they wanted, and they realize that she loses everything and realizes she wants everything. He gets everything and realizes he was fine when he only had a little bit.
So are you telling me this movie's actually smarter than I realized?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. I don't think that that's necessarily what they intended to tell everyone. But when you think about it, you're like, oh wow, that's kind of.
I did pick up on the theme while I was watching the movie. I did pick up on the theme that you definitely have like this issue of, are you content? Do you have enough? And what is enough? Like, so in other words, the guy spent his whole life, or part of his life thinking he had to inherit these billions of dollars. And then he actually accidentally got what he thought he wanted, but he was still focused on the $1 billion. But then what's neat about this movie is it doesn't wrap up with a neat title, a neat preachy, title, like sort of wrap up thing.
Yeah.
So
we're not doing spoilers for the end.
I don't.
Okay, it's fine.
I don't think so.
It's fine.
You want to do it?
No.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Are we fine?
We're fine. Are you fine?
I've been fine.
Right. Okay.
Now, Penn, so I want to say this is the best movie I've ever seen.
The movie is called How to Make a Killing. It stars Glenn Powell, and it's the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I highly recommend.
Next week, what's up?
Next week, we're going to watch Scream 7, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
We watched Scream 6.
Did we? I don't even remember.
That's yeah. I mean, colored me shocked
Yeah.
on that one. But I was like, we actually did watch Scream, and yeah.
I'm excited for this one. I think it looks like fun. We got the Ghostface drink. We got the Ghostface popcorn.
Where's the Ghostface killer
The Ghostface killer. I don't know.
stuff
Sneaking up on you.
from
I don't
DMC?
know. What's that, a joke?
Run DMC. That the one guy's name is Ghostface Killer.
Okay. I missed that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, guess who's not up with hip hop?
Yeah. What's up? All right. So
All right.
next week is Scream.
Look, we're going to move on to our segment of questions, comments, answers, and so forth. If you want to be a part of the show, the best way to do that is podcast@pencinema.com or leave a comment on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
One comment I saw was someone upset that you pronounced Ilian McKillian as his name.
Who said that? Oh, online?
Online. You're like Ilian McKillian, and they were like, ugh.
Was it a stranger?
Yeah, I didn't know who it was.
And so what's the problem? I said it. How are you supposed to say it?
Well, it was clear that whoever commented was not used to the fact that we don't get names right.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, lower your expectations.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. I also got a note that I forgot to include here because it went directly to me. This is from a new listener, a faithful Penn Cinema loyal customer.
Oh.
So I forget the name, but the nickname, because I already assigned him a nickname, Huntington Valley Guy.
Whoa.
So Huntington Valley Guy writes in and asks me, why is Lidditz so special that they get the cool, like the Netflix content, Peaky Blinders, Stranger Things on New Year's Eve, Frankenstein, House of Dynamite, etc., and also some of the other special events and some titles that we get and that we don't do in the other locations. And the question, the implication behind the question, guy was very nice, super cool. But the question was like, hey, I live in Huntington Valley. I don't really like having to drive all the way over to Lidditz, but I'm a loyal Penn Cinema guy, so I'm not going to go somewhere else and watch it. And so I thought it was an interesting question. So can I take a second and, I mean, why, but I'll sort of dig in. Please. So this is a problem with the studios. People often think that I get whatever I just, if the spirit moves me. Like the classic thing is like, oh, Penn, what would be really great? You know what you should do sometime?
Yeah.
If you played like the original Star Wars.
What? People would watch it.
People would come out for that, Penn.
Yeah.
You should play it.
Yeah.
You should play the original Star Wars. You could do like all three, or something like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, there are reasons why nobody plays the original Star Wars, and that's because Disney has it on lockdown. You're going to have to wait for 1977, I predict, when we get a 50-year anniversary release of...
We have to wait till 1977?
Yes, we have to wait till 1977.
Yeah.
I get it. All right? I get it. So, studios don't let you play just like whatever you want. And then number two, the reason why we play some titles in Lidditz that don't make the other ones is what you would call the LA New York effect. So a lot of times studios will release content in Los Angeles and New York because it's a quote unquote better movie market. So Lidditz is a big theater. It does a ton of business. And as such, the studios are excited to play movies at Penn Cinema Lidditz. Huntington Valley is a great theater, but it's smaller. And it's in the shadow of Warrington, and it doesn't do as much business. I mean, it's a 7-plex with fewer seats, and don't get me wrong, for being a 7-plex, it kills. It does great. But studios are only going to send their sort of special projects to theaters that do bigger business and do more business. And so I work really hard to just even to get content to Lidditz is kind of a battle. But that's a big part of what I do every day is, those ongoing relationships with studios to try to make sure that when I have the opportunity that I'm remembered and included in, as many of those things as possible. A great example right now is I got an email from a guy this weekend saying you should play the IMAX is doing F1 live. They're doing some of the Formula One races live in IMAX. And somebody wrote in saying, hey, you should do this. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, of course I should do it. You know what I mean? Like absolutely. And if I could, I would. But like, that's an example of a special event that's only going to like about 50 theaters around. I think it's around the country. It might be around the world. And they're not going to put Lidditz. I mean, I asked, and they were very polite to say, "Oh, well, we'll put your name on the list." You know, and I know that's.
Yeah.
We know what that is.
Yeah.
And so I think the word that Frodo would use would be placating, patronizing, something along those lines.
Patronizing?
Right. Patronizing me just to make me shut up because, boy, the people at IMAX are getting really sick of me. We're going through it right now because I'm asking for everything.
Oh, my word.
Like right now, as we sit here and speak and record the show, Dune is playing over in IMAX.
Yeah,
and it was huge production to try to get the rights to do that. But I did get them, so appreciate that.
And that's part of what?
The Penn Cinema Time series, Time Machine series, science fiction. This series, so well promoted by our friends at Connective.
Yeah.
Time series, the Time Machine series is, we have Dune, we have Interstellar coming to IMAX and regular. We're going to have that in both. Yep, so that'll be cool. We have E.T., I think, coming up, or maybe it just happened, but I think it's coming up. And a bunch of cool science fiction titles. So we're really excited about that. So all of this is to say, yes, thank you, Huntington Valley guy, for writing in and asking that good question. And the answer that I gave him that I wanted to say on the podcast was, if I could play the special events like that at all 3 locations, 100% chance I would. Yep.
Good to know.
Yep.
Well, moving on to our next one. This one comes from...
The Shadow knows.
That's right. The Shadow writes in. He says, "It's me, The Shadow. I bet you thought I disappeared, but I am still listening and now watching too. To movie business, I truly enjoyed the new Chris Pratt movie Mercy. I thought it kept you interested in the story, and the twist at the end was not expected. Well, until next time, I know what evil lies in the heart of men. The Shadow knows." That's like a line from The Shadow.
Yeah. He's basically quoting himself.
Yeah. As all great men do.
Right.
As David Moulton said once.
Right. The luckiest man alive.
Luckiest man.
The David Moulton show.
Yeah, alive.
Yeah. Next up, we have one of our all-time favorites.
We do the gobble gobble. We do the turkey wobble. We do the gobble gobble.
That's right.
Gobble writes in. I want to make sure I get this right. I want to read it. I don't want to.
Please.
I don't want to misstate. We're known for nothing if not our accuracy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Gobble writes in and writes, "Suck it, David."
What?
Okay, next up we have Tony Baloney.
Is that all he said?
That's all he said. That's all he said.
That's weird.
It's weird. Oh, wait, maybe there's something else. All right. So Mr. Gobble writes in and writes, "Suck it, David." I watched the whole episode because last week you were making jokes. You were casting dispersions.
Yeah.
That the Mr. Gobble wouldn't watch the whole show.
I don't think he actually did.
I guarantee you he did. Gobble writes in and says, "Suck it, David. I watched the whole episode. In fact, for the first time ever, I actually rewound several times to catch Penn's moves that I missed while viewing the show in the background. Overall, I was impressed by the 3-camera setup. The editing, the lighting, and sound were all very good. Probably better than the first season of TNG.
Whoa.
Bonus points
Yeah.
if you can tell me what TNG is.
It's The Next Generation.
What's that?
Star Trek The Next
Oh, right.
Wow, Penn. Wow. I may not know what Tommy is, but at least I know what Star Trek is.
Wait, what? I didn't understand your little bit there.
Yeah, I didn't know what Tommy is.
Oh, Tommy, yeah.
Yeah,
The world's
remember
most famous all-time rock opera.
Yeah.
Which, if we had referred to Tommy as the letter T, I would not expect you to have known what it was.
Come on. There's TOS, the original series.
Right.
There's TNG, Next Generation.
Right.
There's VOG, Star Trek Voyager.
Right.
DS9 for Deep Space Nine.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Disco for Star Trek Discovery. Enterprise is ENT.
Pew pew
Yeah.
for Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. Pew pew for Star Wars.
Right. Right.
That's what you would know. Next up, Tony Balonge writes in. He says the reviews are in and this video thing works.
What's up?
Wow, totally impressed. It is like opening a pack of fresh lunch meat with no ham. Dusting off my video camera to send in questions with live video. What do you think of that, Penn?
I love it. I love everything about it.
I think it's possible. I think we could do it. I think it's everything we've always wanted.
Yeah. So you know that part. Can we skip ahead to that part of the show where you say, Penn, if you want to be a part of the show, but Penn, if you want to help the show, what should you do? I got my answer, and it's going to be record your questions in video and send them into us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, if you want to be a part of the show like these guys.
Right. Are we skipping over what the burning questions?
No, burning question.
What's up with you?
No.
Oh,
gotcha. Part of the show these guys, the best way to do that is to email us podcast@pensummit.com. Right. Now on with the show as normal.
I thought you were trying to get out early. I thought you were like me in third period French.
It's basically a blizzard out there.
A blizzard out there. Right.
So look, before we go,
please.
The big thing on my mind that's going to be haunting me this whole blizzard.
Indeed, yes.
Is Penn. What's up with you? Oh. He's got the shirt zip up.
I'm ready today, David. I wasn't ready for you last week.
No one ever is last week.
You said a mouthful there, Moulton. This week, I'm still rocking Traitors Season 4. So freaking good.
Wow.
And also still rocking the Trainer Road podcast. If you're into cycling, and you should be using Trainer Road, that's the best indoor cycling app. It's friggin' amazing. And they have a podcast hosted by Jonathan Lee, which is off the charts. You would absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
You should definitely not listen to it.
Yeah.
But we had an interesting dynamic in the Ketchum house. I'm curious if you've ever had this before, David.
I've never lived in the Ketchum house, so probably not.
Right, okay. One of the Ketchums.
Yeah.
I don't want to name names.
Yeah.
But her initials are Marley. Okay.
I'm really struggling to figure out who it is.
Right. Well, I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
One of the Ketchums.
Yeah.
Watched this movie called Train Dreams. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
It's nominated. It's a new movie. It's nominated for a bunch of Oscar type stuff, and it's starring Joel Edgerton
and Thomas the Tank Engine.
No, David. No, no Thomas.
It's not.
No. And it takes place like back in the day, like
last week,
the bubonic plague era.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
In the Midwest.
It was rampant.
Right.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It was the rats.
Right. Anyway, she watches this movie and completely falls in love with it. Right? She's like, and it is. It's beautiful. It's thoughtful. It's smart. It's gorgeously shot. It's just the most beautiful movie ever. And she texts the fam and is like, hey, you guys have to see Train Dreams. And then every time any one of us talked to her for the following few weeks, she was like, did you guys watch Train Dreams yet? And we're like, no, not yet. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, no, not yet. So finally one night, Amy and Kayla and I were home and we were like, hey, let's watch Train Dreams. And, we were like, we can't tell Marley one more time that we haven't seen it. Right. So we watched Train Dreams. This is a beautiful movie.
With no Thomas the Tank Engine?
It's gorgeous. Like you have it's shot out west, like with these long, beautiful outdoor, like it's a beautiful, beautiful movie. It's a wonderful movie. But the guy has this incredibly beautiful wife and daughter. He's like in the Midwest and he has to keep leaving, or the Pacific Northwest, I think. And he has to keep leaving to go be a logger. And one time while he leaves, his wife and his child are burned up in a forest fire. Their whole house, their whole little cabin that they built together and it's like built in their dreams is like engulfed and gone.
We talked about this.
It's like the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life. And we're like watching this movie, like what? Because we thought it was going to be like this feel good, I mean, again, as I've said it 6 times in this review,
no Thomas the Tank Engine.
There's no Thomas the Tank Engine, but it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful despite not having any Thomas the Tank Engine.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, we had this little interesting dynamic because we we texted Marley and we were like, hey, what's with this? What are you talking about with this movie? Because we're on the couch like crying and
Sobbing.
yeah, you know.
Sometimes the most beautiful things are the ones that break your heart. The David Moulton story.
Deep thoughts with David Mullen. Yeah. So anyway, so when we were done watching the movie, the fam started asking me questions. And as usual, their number one question,
Yeah.
what's up with David?
Oh my goodness, I wish I could tell you.
Yeah.
It's cat wheel this, cat wheel that.
Just one lucky break after another.
You would not believe. Man, I have been fully absorbed by the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
You
Because you
familiar?
started out not being because you didn't have the peacock.
Right. But then I got it.
Yeah.
And now it ends today. And I don't know
Is that today?
Yeah. Closing ceremonies are today. Look at you, Mr. Sportsman doesn't know about the
Well,
sports.
I know that we had team in early this morning because we had the Olympics playing on the big screen in Theater 10 at 6:45 or 7:45 this morning for the men's hockey gold medal game, which I believe the USA won in overtime.
Spoilers.
Yeah. And then this afternoon, I believe we're hosting the closing ceremonies. So, yeah.
Right.
So you've been fully absorbed.
Yeah. And I've been having a good time. I thought that I would be like multitasking during it,
No.
but zooped in. Now there are some things that I noticed about this Olympics that are different, that feel different. You have to tell me if they are.
Talk to me.
Right? I feel like the last half hour of programming is nothing. Every time it cuts to it, you're sitting around, they're like, man, it's like, there's half an hour. Like, well, let's see what food Snoop Dogg's eating.
Right.
And let's check in with Stanley Tucci. And I'm like, I got to the point where I just stopped, like 10:30 hit, just turn it off. Like, what's the point of
Right.
the last half hour of whatever? And then the other thing is, it feels more edited than I can remember it being edited. Because I feel like you see the U.S. people and maybe like 3 or 4 other people
Right.
that might be contenders. And then on top of that, I watched almost every day and I didn't see a single medal ceremony.
Oh.
And is it just me or are they just not showing? Because I remember, you'd watch the thing and then they'd show if America won,
Yeah.
they'd
David-
show the medal ceremony.
You're gripped with Olympic fever.
I am.
Yeah. So that leaves
It's
one.
kind of like the bubonic plague.
It's a lot like the bubonic
the
plague.
rats.
Right. It's the rats out west. Let me ask you this. What Olympic event would you be most successful at?
Bobsled.
Bobsled.
Yeah.
Get yourself in one of those sleds and just hit it.
Just go.
Just hit it.
Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say that knowing that I wouldn't be good at any of the
Right. Same.
curling. I should have said curling. That's it. I could do the broom.
So we had a debate in my house because what I like to do,
Yeah.
and you can try this at home.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I can ask the cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When an Olympic event comes on, just look at whoever you're watching the sports with.
Yeah.
And be like, I could do that. And then watch their heads explode.
Doesn't seem that.
Right. Well, we're watching the downhill skiing, and they go down the hill and they hit that little ramp, and then
Yeah.
they jump up into the sky. And the question was, okay, we all know that I could never actually do that. Like I could never jump and land the jump and
never say
right.
never.
Okay, never say okay, but fair enough. Like this afternoon, I could not do that. But how far down this afternoon could I make it? I think I could make it to the bottom until it hits that ramp to go up. I think when it hit that ramp, my skis and my feet would still go out, and then my body would just go down like this, and I would probably be thrown off.
You know what's funny that you say that about that thing, about the jump, the ski jump. Because you're talking about the one where they stay perfectly still.
Right.
And not doing tricks.
Right.
Spin around.
Right.
A bunch. Watching that somebody fell and they were like, well, you can tell that this person's not a skier. And they were alluding to that the people who do the sport aren't like skiers. They're like just people who, because they don't have to they just go straight down and then they're just like gymnastic people.
Yeah.
And
Whoever
I thought-
said that's a jerk.
It was the announcer
Yeah.
person.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the question is, could I make it? I think I could make it to the bottom, but there was people who I live with who I don't want to name names, but
Yeah.
their initials are Amy, said that I probably couldn't even get to the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I know.
Well,
All
I've
right.
also been rewatching X-Men '97, which is fantastic if you've never seen it.
Is that still on the radio?
Yes.
playing the hits, FM 97?
Yeah.
Remember FM 97?
I do remember FM.
Fun little piece of trivia. FM 97, I swear to God, because everybody knows that Penn Cinema used to be really good friends with Warm 101 before, and then they became Fun 101 or something like that. And then weren't they like Red Rose 101 or there was
Something
like
like that.
the Rose? Like there was a whole, but I don't think it was ever Warm. I think it was the Rose and then it was Fun 101.
cold.
Anyway, and we have years of partnership with them. But the opening night, November 16th of 2006, it was FM 97 that was in the lobby. Isn't that crazy?
And you were like, what is this?
I was like-
you're 96.9. You're not 97.
Right. Come on. All right. So X-Men 97, the Olympics, et cetera, et cetera.
Et cetera, et cetera. Look, next week we're going to be watching Scream 7. That's not 1 through 6. Yeah, it's going to be number 7.
Yeah.
Not 8,
Right.
by Chloe Zhao.
We have to watch all 7 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Simultaneously. Like the guy in the Matrix with all the
Yeah,
TVs.
yeah.
Yeah, like him. All right, so if you want to be a part of the show, the number one way to do that is to email us podcast@penncinema.com.
Is our new email up yet?
Yeah, that's the new one.
Is that running?
Don't get it confused with the old podcast@penncinema.com.
Okay.
And that's only because of the video.
Right.
Yeah, we had to change it
Right,
up.
right.
It's crazy. Or leave a comment. That's
Did
the
you
new-
get it all cleared with the FCC and whatnot?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
Good.
I did. And it's copyrighted.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Everything.
All right, sweet. So what was it?
It's podcast@penncinema.com.
Sweet.
But look, if you want to support the show, what's the number one way to do that?
Well, as I mentioned earlier in the show, the best way you can support the show is to set up with the proper lighting.
Yeah.
I don't want you just sending in some shabby, like just thing. I want a full production. I want you to rent a
free
production,
camera.
hire a production crew, get some bounce boards, get some shit,
Yeah.
have it all there and ready to go, and do a little video of yourself asking us a question. And then the best part of asking us a question is that we will definitely make fun of you for asking the question.
Yeah. Like, why would you?
Right. We may or may not answer the question, but we'll have all kinds of fun making fun of you.
Right.
So that's why you should send in a little video.
Please.
And if you don't have a video camera or you don't have a phone or you don't want to, then just tell a friend how much you enjoy the show.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, for the Penn Cinema podcast, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.
Nice. That was awesome. Good. Yeah. Great. I'm happy.
It's a cut.